start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and today's topic is the lesson of the serpent. And it says, the first slander ever spoken was uttered by the serpent who, through the cunning and deceit, prevailed upon Adam and Hava to partake of the tree of knowledge. The serpent said to the woman, "Will you surely you will surely not die by partaking of it, for God knows that on the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and bad." It's from Bereshis 3 and verses 4 and 5. Rabbi Yeshua Siknin said to Rabbi Lev in Rabbi Leib's name, "The serpent began speaking slander of his creator, saying, he, meaning God, ate of this tree and created this world. He therefore ordered you not to eat thereof, so you will not create other worlds. For every craftsman hates these competitors." It's from Bereshis Rabbah 19:4. As the result of this slander was the decree of death upon the mankind. As for the serpent, it was punished measure for measure. "I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will pound your head, and you will bite his heel." Okay. Bereshis 3:15. The serpent causes death, therefore a man seeks to kill him. The serpent claims that God felt threatened by the man and had enmity to him. Therefore, man hates the venomous serpents who seeks to do him harm. And so it is with a gossip monger. As people become aware of his wicked nature, they become to loathe him and keep their distance from him. The less he finds cause to speak evil of them. So that's a lot of what we said yesterday, questions and answers. Okay, so let's try to understand. Again from the beginning, and we're going to explain. BeEzrat HaShem. The first slander ever spoken was uttered by a serpent who, through the cunning and deceit, prevailed upon Adam and Hava to partake of a tree of knowledge. So the first sin, if you ask people, what was the first sin? Most people do not know, right? They say that they ate. No. The first sin was the Lashon Hara, the serpent spoke about God. That's the first sin. Right, and he made others through deceit and cunning prevail upon Adam and Hava, right, to partake of the tree of knowledge, and that's why they got cursed, because it was actually they have only one mitzvah not to do, right? Of course, Adam was supposed to take care of the garden, but the negative mitzvah was not to eat from this tree of knowledge. Okay. The serpent said to a woman, "You will surely not die by partaking of it." So she said actually, and Hava was trying to do over religious. As we know, that's not healthy, as we said many times, right? So she said, God told us not only not to eat from it, but even not to touch it. And guess what? Hashem never said that, right? Hashem said only not to eat it, right? And he said, "Surely you're not going to die," and they push her to the tree. So she touched the tree and said, "Yeah, you see, it did not die." And sometimes some things get into the people's head and they start believing it, like it is true. Even they know it's not true, but they believe like it is. So in this case, Hava said, "Oh yeah, right, I did not die. So probably or most likely if I eat from the tree, I'm also not going to die. For the God knows that on the day you eat, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and bad." So all of these crooked people, and we had a clip about whom? One second. I think it was from Me'am Loes. Was it Biki Chazi or somebody else? I don't remember. But some of these wicked people. No, maybe it was Achav, king of Hav, meaning that they suspect righteous people that they are as crooked and wicked and perverted as themselves. So because this serpent had the thoughts that in his mind. So he said, yeah, God is also, it's almost, he's like me, right? He's like me, right? He's afraid of competitors. Okay, right? So he said, if you, God knows, if you eat from this tree, so you're going to be like him, meaning that you can create the worlds, right? And why? Because the competitors hate each other. And why would competitors hate each other? Because they think that another person is taken from his livelihood. That's the thing, which is we know it's not true. Okay, continue. The result of this slander was the decree of death upon the mankind. Right? It's no more, no less. But not only they suffer, Adam and Chava, but also all of the people until the end of the days. So they must die. So and that's what our sages say. Even in the last generation, when Mashiach is going to come and he's going to resurrect of the dead, so all the people are going to die momentarily, right? And then resurrect. Why? Because of this decree that everybody must die. As for the serpent, it was punished, measure for measure. I will put the enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and your offspring. So serpent, in a sense, wanted to spoil a relationship between Hashem and Chava and progeny. So Hashem said, "Oh yeah, it's going to be like this. So now, her children are going to hate your children." And it's true. Like people see the snake, poisonous, not poisonous. They try to kill it, unless they are special people, right? But otherwise, like people hate snakes. They do whatever they can to kill it, right? Even though they're not attacking them. It's a special hatred, like inside of the people. He will pound your head, right? Meaning he, meaning man, and you will bite his heel, meaning the snake. The serpent causes death, therefore man seeks to kill it, right? So I mean, even it's not attacking him at this point. And actually, it is true. Like if you see a poisonous snake, you are allowed to kill it, right? Usually we don't kill the animals or insects, right? But in this case, since it is clear danger, it can maybe it's going away, but it can come back, and right. So you're allowed to kill it. The serpent claimed that God felt threatened by the man and had enmity to him. Right. Therefore, man hates the venomous snakes who seeks to do him harm. So it's measure for measure, right? So a serpent said that God is threatened of man, that if man is going to be a smart, so maybe he's going to take over God's position. That's what perverted people think, right? And that's why man till this day hates these snakes. And so it is with a gossip monger. As people become aware of his wicked nature, they will come to loathe him and keep the distance from him. That's exactly what we said yesterday. I don't remember what question was it, but people if they speak in your presence, they would tell you about other people negative information. Guess what? You're next. Of course, he's not going to your face. He's going to give only the best compliments, but behind your back, it's it's obvious. Why is it obvious? Why so judgmental? Well, not judgmental. That's a human nature, right? That's what person does. Like I did not ask him to reveal all of the secrets of all of the people that he knows, right? But he chose to do it from nowhere, right? Unprovoked, if you can say, right? That's the nature of the person. So whatever I say to that person, so if people like that try to talk to me, I try to keep quiet, right? Or just walk away without giving them any information to speak against me. They will speak, but it was baseless. Okay. Keep distance from him unless he find a cause to speak evil of them. Right. So meaning to keep away from this loathsome person who gossip monger. Okay, we stop here. So let me see if we have any questions. Quickly. 1 second. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so here's a question on a topic. I think there are questions about sin of Adam. I wonder, what did Adam fall for this sin if he did not have internal Yetzer Hara? Yes. If Chava convinced by being pushed into the tree, how did Adam get convinced? Was Chava guilty of listening to Lashon Hara? Okay, that's a good question. So let's start from the last question, because that's where it begins. Yeah, she was guilty to listen to Lashon Hara, and it started from as we said earlier. She was trying to be too religious, right? To say something that was not said, and it's like in this Sefer Chofetz Chaim, he said many times, do not exaggerate. Not to exaggerate, it's one of the 7 conditions when we are allowed to say Lashon Hara or what is it Lashon Hara about another person. So we have to comply with the 7 conditions. One of the conditions: do not exaggerate, and don't try to hide the facts, right? So she said, yeah, Hashem said not even to touch it, right? And then again, Hashem sent her, told not her, but Adam. Some people said that some rabbis said that she also heard, but it's irrelevant. Let's say she did not hear, right? But Adam told her clearly, and now she tried to rationalize. So now she saw a mistake in the Torah, and there are people are going to come and they find ask you all of these interesting questions. I just ignore them. I send them the whole list of Torah and science and other things. But it's irrelevant. I don't want to waste my time, because they have this interesting question, but we try to push them away, and if they persist, we just block them, right? Because they trying to sow the doubts in your mind, right? And you say, why would somebody, a religious person, have a doubts in their mind? Does not make sense. What, you don't know that Torah is the one, you don't know that Hashem said it. Yeah, I know, but this question, I could not sleep. Oh, really? When you learn Torah, and fortunately today we learn Talmud, and it was a topic, and we went over, 3 or 4 times, and we could not get. We understand every word that it says, but the logic behind it, even this commentary was not so clear. So unfortunately, I tell you that we actually said let's continue, because it's above our head, both of us. Okay, right? But would this person would be so worried? So you have to be consistent. Am I going to lose the sleep because I did not get this question? Unfortunately, I'll tell you the truth. Unfortunately, I would not. Right, I would not get the sleep. So, but people Yetzer Hara would push them some irrelevant things, and now that they started doubting Hashem. So that's the job of Yetzer Hara. And then guess what? He's going to punish that person, right? And same is here. Same exactly is here. She knows that Hashem is creator. She knows that he gave the Torah. He created the world, and he told us that's what not to do. And this little serpent, big serpent, he came and said whatever he said, and now she goes with the serpent. Yes, it makes sense. It's being politically correct. Maybe that somebody told you have to agree. So I just said no. Right. So just power to say no. Okay, so that's what was your guilt, right? To listen to serpent, and then of course she ate from the tree right away under supervision of this serpent, and she said, "Look, but what Hashem is right, what I'm going to die, and what is going to happen." And Medrash says, she said, "Yeah, I'm going to die, and Adam is going to marry somebody else." And woman jealousy button was turned on. So she said, "Yeah, no. I'm not going to let him live enjoy life without me. Guess what? So I have to give. I'm going to give him also from the fruit of the tree, and that's what happened. Of course, he did not want, but she persisted, and right, women have their way to persist, men, if they want to, especially in this case. Okay, 1 second. Right. So Adam. Initially, he did not have Yetzer Hara, so Yetzer Hara was external to him, and then he let it in, and only after that it became internal. Right. So yeah, I think that's it.